If Bitcoin is the digital gold, then Ether is what in your mind?
It's a digital oil.
In an historic moment for crypto, the Ethereum spot ETFs have just been approved.
Digital oil. Okay, extrapolate. Give me more on that.
Meaning BlackRock and the other ETF issuers will soon be actively promoting Ethereum to their incredibly large investor base.
The reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months.
Leaving the mainstream media today to play catch up and educate the masses on what Ethereum is.
So think of it, Ed, like you have gold, which is as a saving currency which you use. But think about how oil is running everything. It was always supposed to be a gas, ETH as a gas to run products on top of Ethereum.
So while Bitcoin allows you to be your own bank, like a digital gold, Ethereum allows you to build on top of it, build decentralized banking type services like lending and borrowing, decentralized. And like gas in a car, the Ethereum token is that oil that's needed to allow all these cars to run.
And then use the currency ETH as the gas price, which is the oil. So it's basically you can create as many cars as possible. You need to have the same fuel, which is Ethereum out there.
And again, in an historic SEC decision, the ETH spot ETF has been approved.
And the crypto industry is celebrating a new milestone after the SEC paved the way for the eventual launch of the first exchange-traded fund investing directly in the Ether token.
But only for listing, meaning the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, the CBOE exchanges can all list an Ethereum ETF. However, trading will not start immediately, as the SEC still is yet to approve the individual ETF registration statements.
There's two pieces of approval for one of these types of products. There's the listing approval, which is what happened yesterday, and then there's the approval of the product itself, which is still pending. What's that is called the registration statement.
Meaning the SEC has still not approved the individual ETF issuers, like BlackRock.
That we need to find out. Let me say this. This product is eligible for listing, but it will not actually be trading until that registration statement
so it's
is
okay
approved.
In theory?
So it's a step in the direction.
But does it mean it's inevitable?
And I loved this breakdown explaining exactly where we stand today. The Ethereum spot ETF has not been approved yet, although the 19B-4s representing the industrial standard is approved, but we will still need to wait a few days to a few months for approval of the S1/S3s and listing of the Ethereum spot ETFs.
Does it mean it's inevitable?
I think it means it's inevitable. We went through this same process with the Bitcoin product,
right,
where almost all of the questions were decided. The question that was decided yesterday, to speak technically, is that the market is efficacious enough for this product to be listed on the exchange.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
That was what was decided. But there are other questions out there.
Oh, let's talk about those questions. But as you know, Gary Gensler and the SEC went kicking and screaming.
Yeah, why did the SEC suddenly, abruptly approve the Ethereum ETF when it took them losing a court case for them to approve the Bitcoin ETFs?
So what is different this time?
What is different this time is there was a settled issue of whether the underlier, Bitcoin, here the underlier is Ethereum, was a security or not, or transactions in Bitcoin were securities transactions. The SEC has not definitively said, up till now, and they still haven't definitively said, that underlying transactions in Ethereum are not securities transactions.
And this is why you subscribe to Altcoin Daily, because whether the Ethereum ETF approval signals that Ethereum is now a commodity or not, I think that this is such a clear sign that it will be.
What is it that you have to show to prove that Ethereum is not a security, or if it is a security, how it works?
But part of the thing, and we used to talk about it, we used to use this analogy about Broadway tickets.
Yep.
You remember?
Yeah.
You want to tell the audience about Broadway tickets? Because I don't know if that piece of it's changed at all.
I loved this analogy on if something is a security.
All right. Well, this is how you tell the difference between something that is a security and then becomes a commodity. Picture a play.
Yep.
Play hasn't started. I come to you guys and I say, you know what? I'm going to put this on. I'm going to get a great composer. I'm going to get a great producer, great actor. I'm going to get a venue. Tell you what, give me your money, and I'll give you tickets for that play when it's on.
Right.
You're making an investment. You're buying a security. Those tickets represent a security transaction. You're hoping that my efforts deliver a great return to you. 6 years later, the play is a huge success. Somebody walks up to the box office, buys the same ticket to the same show. That's just a ticket. It's a commodity. It's not an investment in the future of the show. That's how something that is used to build out a network, using a token to build out a network and say, if this network gets built out, your token's going to be worth a lot of money, is a security. Right. And then when the network's built out.
But the reason this got approved so quickly, as discussed in our video, the real reason cryptocurrency is going up.
I think it has been a very big political push because of the election year.
Both presidential candidates want your vote, want the crypto community's vote.
And somewhere you have to say the Republican candidate being so pro-crypto have made Democrats to really pay attention to it, that suddenly out of the blue, we have a very hushed, unprepared ETF approval. We're still waiting for the trading to happen. But the market expectations in last 2 days got built in, but it's not really there. We have not crossed 4K. All-time high prices were 4.4.
True. Right now, one Ethereum is worth 3,700. At all-time high, which we have not crossed since November of 2021, we were 4.8 thousand per ETH, still 23% from all-time high. To me, the approval of these ETFs essentially clears it. Like, regulatory-wise, what this means, we're at least hitting all-time highs again. That's baked in. And again, I only say that because when the Bitcoin ETFs were approved January 11th of 2024. Here, the market started to understand that Bitcoin was in such a better place, regulatory-wise, institutional-wise, adoption-wise, than when we hit those all-time highs in 2021. We then had that clear shot to surpass them again. Another thing to understand is that Ethereum balances on exchanges are at their lowest levels ever, down to 13.7 million, or roughly 1/3 of what was available in May of 2021. This is now right before what we expect to be another 1 to 2 million in demand from the ETH ETFs, meaning expect this number to go down another 1 to 2 million. And as I explained in my video, the 6 best crypto investments to 10x in 2024, that my bias is that Bitcoin can at least 2x, actually now a little less than 2x, in this next year and a half, 120,000 per coin. I would think ETH could at least 3 to possibly 4x in this same time period. So that's anywhere from $11,000 per coin to just under $15,000. Obviously, this is an ongoing story. Click subscribe for 1 video per day, keeping you informed about crypto. And be sure to join us for one of the biggest crypto conferences of the year, July 25th through 27th in Nashville. It's so much fun. Come hang out. Link down below for a coupon code. And ticket prices are about to go up, so use code ALTCOINDAILY for a better value on your ticket.